Hello and welcome back to the Lincoln Loco 3. Hope you're all doing well today and looking forward to this long-awaited transfer special as we prepare for life in La Liga. So first of all, I will apologise. Obviously, there's been no videos since Thursday when we got promoted. That's because it was the streamer showdown this past weekend, which takes up an awful lot of time. Hours and hours of streaming from Thursday night, Saturday night, and Sunday night. A lot of preparation work went into it as well in trying to make content for the showdown in and around to try and promote it more. So lots of time to do that. Basically, I've had no time over the weekend to play anything else other than the showdown and make content around there. So apologies for no videos over the weekend, but it just wasn't really possible to happen. And then you're watching this on Tuesday, but I'm recording this on Monday. I had work all day Monday, finish at 5 o'clock. This takes a few hours to record because it's a transfer special, then to edit it too. It just made sense to bring it out on Tuesday because there was no chance of it coming out at all on Monday. So it's been a good few days and I do apologise, but good things come to those who wait because today's episode is going to be fantastic. Fingers crossed. I'm hoping so. For those of you who did watch the streamer showdown over the weekend, thank you very much. Would love to hear some feedback from you guys down in the comment section, how we can improve the show, the process, make it a better viewing experience. We're always trying to take feedback on board. On a personal note, it was a very good weekend for me. I really enjoyed it and having your support. But we were the nearly men. We came second in the league. And then we lost in the semi-finals of the overall competition as well. So missed out on all the prizes. You hate to see it, but we go again another day. Before we get any further with today's episode though, we'd just like to say, please drop a like on today's video. It would massively help me out as we push ourselves through the YouTube algorithm with more likes. And of course, also subscribe to the channel if you are new around here. Apparently 40% of you aren't subscribed when you watch these videos. So let's try and make that number a smaller number, and more of you press the subscribe button. Would massively appreciate it. So last season was a great season. It was our third season in the Spanish second tier, and we thought it was going to be our season to try and really push for playoffs. And of course, we did better by getting automatic promotion, massively bolstered by a fantastic start to the season. We didn't lose a single league game until January, which was absolutely incredible. After January, things started to go a little downhill with some more losses and draws in there, to the point where we nearly didn't get automatic promotion. We tried to bottle things towards the end of the season with defeats to Leganes and Lugo. Luckily, other teams around us in the league also bottled things massively, so we finished ahead of Elche on a head-to-head record against them because we got better results against Elche when we played against them. So we got promoted. Elche also finishing on 84 points, went through the playoffs with Oviedo, Lugo and Leganes. And Leganes with a team to get promoted. They joined us and Real of Valladolid, who finished ahead of us in the table by quite a long way. Barcelona B won the title, but of course they can't get promoted because they are a B team. What it means is we get to play the Barcelona main team next season, who won La Liga last season ahead of Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid, Valencia, Bilbao, Sevilla. I mean, great teams. Now, we have played against some La Liga sides in the past, and we have beaten some. We've beaten Sporting Gijón, I know that. We've beaten Eibar, although they have been relegated. We've given Getafe a good run for their money, Celta Vigo a good run for their money. We've played Betis before and might have done okay against them, so we have played some of these teams before. We even played Real Madrid before, but did get battered by their B team, I think, at the time. But it was still great results for us. So whilst I think we can beat some teams this season, it's going to be very difficult. I fully expect us to go down. We've got, as long as we don't do as bad as Granada, if we can get more than 12 points, I'll be happy. But it's going to be such a long, hard season. So this year, I think we need to go back to a formation we used a couple of seasons ago. Our first season in La Liga 2, we played this formation, quite a defensive formation, a flat back five, but it did work quite well. It was a decent formation, and we didn't finish bottom, we didn't get relegated. It was good. So this, for me, is the formation that we should be using. And as you can see, there's 3 players in the team. These are the 3 players that I think might be able to cut it in La Liga. Every other position for me is up for grabs. Now, obviously, we've got Dekene in goal. We've kept him at the club, and he is a decent keeper, to be fair. Should be okay for us in this division. So hopefully he just doesn't concede too many goals. In front of him is Pascal. Now, we've got him on loan again. Now, I've gone through the loan players, and I'll go through them with you as well. But for me, Pascal's the only one that is worth keeping because he is very good. He's more of a CDM but can play centre-back, so That's what he'll do this season. And of course, JD Meakin up front, absolutely phenomenal talent. 33 league goals in 33 appearances last season. 31 starts, 2 substitute appearances. So more than a goal every 90 minutes. You love to see it. What a player. We love you, JD. The rest of the team, this is sorted out by ability order, is, well, lacking massively. If we sort it by contract expiry order, unfortunately, we're going to be saying goodbye to all of these players here. I know some of them are Patreon players, but I can't justify spending the money on them wage-wise when they're just not going to develop and be La Liga players. So for those guys on the Patreon, we will get you some new players in the future with more youth intakes. Switching our attention back to the loan players, if we switch it back to current ability up, you can see Pascal's there looking fantastic. The thing is, we love Cahinde, we love Diego Garcia. It's just that they've reached their potential. Cahinde, current ability for La Liga 2, potential for La Liga 2, and the same with Diego Garcia. His current ability is La Liga 2, and his potential ability is La Liga 2. We're out of the division now. We're playing in La Liga. We need better players. And it worries me because those two are two of the best players in the squad. And apparently they're not good enough. So I am very concerned. So I don't think it would be wise to get them back, because that would set expectations too low. We've got to set the aim of trying to build a squad and using our budget to actually get La Liga quality players in. So we'll have to say goodbye to them. Same with Lazaro and Adea, because they're also just not as good as Diego Garcia and Cahinde. Lalovic, the guy we brought in from Napoli, slightly different. CM, La Liga 2 current ability, but does have La Liga potential. So at some point over the season, he can still keep developing, growing. He might, by the end of the season, be a La Liga player, and that would be quite useful to have in the squad. So I'm going to make an offer, loan offer for him again, £3,100, 1.2k per month. That's fine. Let's bring him in again. Let's get rid of the preferred role, which they're happy with. Excellent. Speaking of contracts and contract money as well, it was pointed out in the comment section last time, La Liga 2, they have a minimum contract spend on players, as in you've got to give that player a minimum of £1,400 a week in their contract. In La Liga, it's gone up to £2,700. So at a very minimum, when we offer new players new contracts, when we officially move to La Liga, at a minimum, we have to pay them £2,700, which is a lot of money. And because of that, I'm trying to break the system a little bit by offering contracts to players now, so we don't have to pay them £2,700 as a minimum. Now, of course, the players who have got contract expiring at the end of this season, they're leaving already. So I've been focusing on players who have a 2029 contract expiry date. The players that I was really thinking about are Tapu, Dekene, and Marti Gonzalez, because they are quality and they have potential. Now, we've offered one to Marti Gonzalez. Dekene got a bit cross with us because we went a bit too low, so he rejected it. And Robert Tapu wanted like £3,500, so I thought there's no point offering him a contract just yet. Let's leave him on £1,400 for now. The rest of the players, for me, I don't really want to offer them contracts just yet, because ideally we get better players in than them. And then the guys who have got contracts until 2030, we might be back down in La Liga 2 by that stage, so they can offer them cheap contracts then. So we won't be too worried about those guys. So I am aware that I have been rambling on. It's time to properly jump into the transfers today and try and build a squad. And really, apart from striker, goalkeeper and one centre-back, every other position is up for grabs. So let's try and get them. Scouts are currently scouting out loads of players who are transfer listed. 95 players right now are scouting out who are transfer listed. So hopefully we'll get some good feedback on those players. Some of them do look quite decent. Migrel Sanchez is apparently a centre midfielder with 5-star potential. Scouts rate him at a 90, whatever that means to the scouts. Is he any good? Should be considered a La Liga 2 player. Now, this is the issue. He is apparently the best player we've got scouted out, and he's only good enough for the level we are at right now. However, if he has got a 5-star potential, he might be worth bringing in. And apparently, we can get him on a free. We don't have to pay for him. So, Migrel Sanchez, squad player, wants to be a regular starter. That's fine. Will become a regular starter when there's room in the team when Pascal leaves. Can we remove that? Because I kind of want to keep Pascal at the club as long as possible. So let's get rid of that. He wants to be a Carrilero. No one likes that. Will improve the coaching team. No, let's get rid of that. Stepping Stone I can agree to. Intensive language course like I can agree to. Strengthen the attacking area. I'm going to remove that as well because I don't want him to get too angry with me when I don't do that. He's happy with the current promises that we've got though. He's 22 though. Doesn't suggest to me he might have 5-star potential. I feel like he's coming towards the end of that potential development. But if we can get him on a free transfer, it's a player that according to our scouts is better than what we already have. Let's just get him in. 2.6. Let's try and bring this down to like £2,000. Be good as well because we can still offer contracts below 2,700 as it stands right now. So we need to try and get some deals done early. Relegation release fee clause 2 million. Let's get rid of that. But let's put his minimum fee release clause up to 10 million. Lock it in. Yearly wage rise, get rid. Unused substitute fee, get rid. Suggest. And he's gone up to £3,300 per week. Let's bring this down to like 2,500 then. Signing on fee instead is... It's just the weekly wage we need to sort out with him right now. 2.6. Let's try that. It's slightly underneath that minimum for La Liga, but it's fine. Finalise that. Okay. One player hopefully coming in. We haven't got many players scouted out so far. I think we need to let the scouts do their work and do a bit more scouting before we try and sign anyone else from this particular list. If we switch this up to contract status expiring in 1 month, anyone here want to join us? Well, there's a centre mid here. Jarum Gru, or I can't even say his name. Oh, it's Jamie, I guess. I just sort of saw the U and panicked. Jamie Grau, maybe. Centre midfielder, currently plays for Eibar. Didn't make a single appearance this past season, which bodes well, doesn't it? Eibar also got relegated. So if he's not playing for a team that just got relegated, it does suggest he's not good enough. However, driven personality, good determination, 31 years old, would be a good tutor. Currently on £7,500 a week. How much would you want with us if we offer you a contract? Wants to be a CDM as an anchor man? No, we're not playing CDMs this season, supposedly. Let's also get rid of the first team squad thing, improve it. We have to improve the coaching squad, that's fine, I want to do that anyway. Only £2,500. Oh, okay. That seems like a good deal. Get it down to 2,000. Minimum fee release clause from Stairs it is. We don't really care about losing this guy if he turns out to be rubbish. Suggest. Oh, this could be a decent deal, you know. I mean, it's cheap. Very cheap, but I think it might be alright. Trying to sort it by potential now, actually, instead. See if we can get some young players in who have got some room to grow. Issue is none of them look like could really make an impact in the squad right now. David Gonzalez is a right back / centre back, currently playing 3 divisions below us. Something tells me the scouts may have got something wrong on this guy. I don't really want to take the risk, if I'm honest with you. I think we'll ignore that one. Good news is, though, Dusan Lalovic has accepted his contract, or at least Napoli have accepted another bid, so I'm sure he'll want to stay with us again, which would be absolutely fantastic. And there he is, very happy to join us again. Dusan Lalovic coming back for another season, that's okay. Migrel Sanchez, that centre midfielder, Carrillo, looks like he could be a decent guy, so I'll accept him in. Jamie Garou also accepting that as well, which is great. And then the bid of £0 for Martinez is good, but he doesn't want to talk to us, which isn't so good. So, okay, 3 players joining. 1 we already have in Lalovic. 2 more players joining from free transfers. That seems okay. We're making some progress. We're getting there. As Lalovic signs again, fantastic. And these 2 will join us in a couple days' time. And because we're not seeing many good players come through right now, I am really tempted to just try and maybe get Cahinde and Dio Garcia back. We know they're good. All we have to do this season is stay up. We know they're consistent and they perform well. They know the team already. Maybe it just is better to just get Dio Garcia and Cahinde in for this season. Worst case scenario, they're our first choice, but they can always be backups. There's no limit to the number of loans we can bring in. So maybe just for a little bit of security, let's get them back. I'm a little concerned that might be the wrong choice, but Cahinde instantly accepts. He's coming back for another season. I assume Dio Garcia will accept his deal again as well. I am concerned that might be the wrong choice, but I don't want to be in a situation where we're panicking massively towards the end of the transfer window, as both these loans have been confirmed, which is great. And also, Gonzalez signed his new contract on a 4-year deal. Amazing stuff. Thank you very much, my son. So, contract expired, the new transfer window has opened, and Jamie Giroud and Migrel Sanchez have both joined the club. Well, Jimmy Giroud not looking fantastic with his 3-star current ability. Screams La Liga 2 there, doesn't it? Ah, okay. Not the best addition, but a good tutor. A good tutor is always needed. And Migrel Sanchez, 3.5 star, 4.5 star, has a bit of potential maybe, could be alright. Screams La Liga 2, but does have La Liga potential. So that's good. We've got a player who has potential to play where we're currently playing. So putting these players into the squad, Giroud goes onto the bench, but, you know, it's starting to fill itself out a little bit now. Let's focus on more centre-backs and wingers. Now, this could be a bit of an issue, this transfer window. I didn't talk about it because there's nothing to talk about. I'm going to reject every single transfer bid that comes in for JD Meakin. So one came in for Chelsea, it was like £1 million, rejected it. He's now coming to me saying, let's have a chat about this. I need to stay at the club. Now, I can't ask Shitty Gel to resolve this. You can't see this. It's behind me. It's Scott Marshall I've got to ask. It's Scott Marshall. So hopefully Scott Marshall's picked up a few things from Andre and can try and sort this out for us. Can you have a word with JD Meakin, please? I'll have a go. Will he actually succeed, though? The answer is no. Unable to resolve Meakin's unhappiness. Okay, well, let's have a chat with him then. Let's have a chat. I blocked the transfer because Chelsea haven't met your minimum. I blocked the transfer because Chelsea haven't met your minimum fee release clause. You've got that. You're not going anywhere until they meet it. I'm not going to wait around. I need you to actively offer me out. Okay. I will actively offer you out. I'm actively offering you out, JD Meakin. Transfer offer to clubs for that £15 million minimum fee release clause. Lock it in. Offer to clubs. He has also handed in a transfer request. Alright, Meeks. Can you just have a word with yourself, please? I am more than happy to let him go. More than happy. But they've got to be paying the money. In the meantime, some great players have been leaving clubs. Diogo Jota. He's left Atletico Madrid. Jota, do you want to join us, lad? No, of course he doesn't. Okay, scouts are coming back with a few other things. John, apparently, a CM. We've got 2 centre midfielders already, but we could always do with better ones. He looks all right physically and mentally. Passing technique and first touch is probably not La Liga level. He's currently at Liga 2 level. We should sign him whatever price. When was this scout report done? A year ago. That makes more sense. Transfer, offer a trial. Let's see what he says to that. The scouts aren't really coming back with many good players available to buy. So, this is the thing. I think what I might do is cancel all current scouting priorities and maybe get them to scout players who are loan listed instead. There's 277 players currently available for loan. If we sort it by value, I've had a thought. Give me 1 second. If we sort it by value, we're looking for, at the moment, wingers, aren't we? So let's start with right winger, just because I saw a right winger there who looked quite, well, apparently according to value-wise, he's decent. So let's get like these top 10 or so scouted out. Let's look at left wing as well and get to the top 10 or so of these guys scouted out. Reports get scout report. And then let's also look at centre-backs. Okay, quickly scouting, get scout report please of the top 10 or so. And then left backs as well in terms of value, top 10. Because I assume if they are valued highly, then they must be decent. That's my assumption. But when we get promoted, when it officially goes through, our link with Betis will be terminated. If I can actually find the league, go up to Betis. Our link with Betis will get terminated because we're in the same division. So we need to try and capitalise on this now before that link gets terminated by getting some team reports on the first team, yes please. Team reports on the under-19 team, please, as well. And also the B team as well. Team reports, get team report from Saul. Come on, let's get some of these players in. Maybe this is the year that Betis players will finally actually want to sign for us, because they haven't before. They've hated us before. The first of the Betis scouting reports has come through. This is for the first team, I believe. If we switch it up to a Transfer. This one. Right. Loan listed players. 3 players listed for loan. They all look good to me. Let's just offer for all of them. Let's try and get them all in. Don't really care what position they play. We just need the players. So make an offer. Loan. We have to pay 8 grand for this guy. Adolfo. He does look good though at 18. I don't think I want to pay 8 grand though. I thought Betis gave his players for free. I thought that was part of the deal. Centre back here though in Rafa Munoz. Make an offer. Loan. This guy's coming for free, which is quite nice. So let's just get him in. You know, hopefully that'll do something good. Mateo, a left back / centre back. Oh, great. We need left backs and centre backs. And again, we can get him in for free, which is good. And then Diego, who is a winger on the right-hand side and left-hand side and striker. And it looks like he could be okay. Make an offer. Loan. Also for free. Please just accept to come to the club. Please. We might come back in for Adolfo if we are desperate and want to pay 8 grand for him. But I'm not that desperate just yet. Should be only a matter of days before the B team and the under-19 reports come through as well. Usually there's 1 or 2 good players in there, but usually they're just unavailable for loan, which is rather frustrating. But if we can get those 3 players in from Betis, that would be amazing. Celta Vigo offering for JD Meekin 1.5 million. No. Times it by 10, then you can have him. Betis under-19 report coming through now. Players under-19 squad. There's a few players listed for loan. None of them are looking... Oh, I say that though. This guy is a right back, full back, and a centre. Look, basically at this stage, we just need to try and get as many offers out there as possible because for the most part they're going to reject us. A right winger here, La Liga 2 that has potential. It's free. It's free. We don't have to pay anything right now, and this is the last chance we sort of have to capitalise on this. So let's just try and offer them contracts and see if they want to come to us. If they do, great. It's bodies in the door. We're not paying for them. That's the best bit about it, not paying for them. Adolfo, also, just make an offer. Basically, we could be playing this season as Betis C, essentially. We've got to make our money stretch. We've really got to make the money stretch. And as well, if we can get loads of players in for cheap from Betis, we can then actually spend quite a bit of money on transfers for other players. And finally, the Betis B team report has come through as well. B team players, 3 players listed for loan. These 2 are rubbish, but this Francisco Javier Martinez, I think this could be the 3rd right winger we're bidding for. Transfer, make an offer, loan, let's get him in. Also, just realised this is very harsh on Tapu. Tapu was our right winger last season, and he was really good actually. So maybe I'm being a bit harsh on him. But I see him more as a backup strike. I don't know what I see him as, if I'm honest with you. He's a good player, though. 12 goals, 12 assists last season. He deserves his chance, actually. The good news is I'm getting news articles coming through from Betis saying loads of players are... Well, not loads of players. They're accepting the bids for loads of players. We will find out soon if these players will actually join us. But if they do, it would be incredible. Chelsea again want JD Meekin. Look, lads, I'll negotiate with you. 15 million. Lock it in. That's what it is. Withdraw the offer. Of course they do. The board want to have a chat with me about making some club improvements. Okay, want to expand the wages for coaches. That's very good. We could do with more coaches. That's a great idea. Please do that for us, lads. You would love to see it. Expected to fight bravely against relegation this season and reach the 3rd round of the cup. That's absolutely fine. The Betis link has now been terminated. So it's a good job we got those bids in and those bids accepted when we did. Hopefully the players accept it because we don't have any more chance now of getting them for free. That chance to get them for free is all gone. In some good news, one of the Betis players is set to sign for us. Jacob Romano, who's probably the worst one of them. At least it's a player for free. We'll take a player for free. A winger / centre mid. Will be a great player to just add some depth to the squad. Okay, Jacobo. What a stupid name. Wow. Now, this is impressive. We get £36 million this season for La Liga TV rights with an initial payment of 18 million. Would you look at that? £17 million in that bank account right now. You love to see it. Projection... Well, oh my God, look at these projections. We're in the money now, boys. If we only even have 1 season in La Liga, this has sorted us out for a long, long time. A long, long time. And the more we stay in La Liga, the more money we're going. Oh, this is beautiful. So money is now kind of sorted out for us, which is nice. We don't have to worry about that, at least until we get relegated. Then we have to worry about it again. But there's no pressure to be selling anyone like a JD Meakin anymore. There's no pressure for that. Starting to get towards the friendlies though, so we're getting towards the business end of, already the business end, it's mad, isn't it? It goes around very, very quickly, but we're getting into that stage of the season now where it's getting a little exciting as we prepare for the new season. The first one of these scout reports are coming through. The right wingers, I presume these guys are. David Perez, he looks fantastic. Transfer, make an offer, loan. £3,500, yes please, let's make an offer for him. Thing is, I'm sure they'll all look good. The next guy from Bayern looks very good. I think we've got the best one with Perez. He seems to be the best. He's got, potentially 4.5 stars of current ability. But this guy, Francisco Javier Martinez, did we try and sign him at some point? Why does his name sound so familiar? I don't know, but he's on a lot of money per week, so we can't afford him. If we look through more players, Raul Zabalaga available for loan, but he's not good enough anymore apparently. Athletic Bilbao wasted their money on him. To be fair, most of these players did look quite good actually. So there's options there on the right wing. Obviously we've got a crap guy in from Betis just now, but he's more of a centre midfielder. We'll use him as a centre mid, I think. If we can get that David Perez guy in from Bayern, that would be amazing. I will just double check the loan rules. Maximum of 6 foreign-based players on loan, and maximum of 6 players on loan to a foreign club. So the only rules are on foreign players coming in. So we can't have 6. We can have 6 players from Bayern Munich, but not 7. Nothing in those rules, to me, suggests we can't literally take half of Betis' squad. That it looks like it's okay to me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and one's already signed. So we could have 8 Betis players here this season, and to my understanding, that's absolutely fine with the rules. Good news is, David Perez, the loan offer has been accepted. That's fantastic, to be fair. Thing is, I'm going to try and sign him permanently maybe at some point, but he's actually worth a lot of money. And he's got a lot of potential too, hasn't he? So I doubt he'll ever sign for us, but if we can get him on loan for a season, he'd be great. Are these three players from Betis set to sign for us? Rafa Munoz, CDM/centre-back. Let's see if he's any good. We've got Matheus Centeno, left-back/centre-back. Let's see if he's any good. And Diego. Have we had Diego before? No, we haven't. We've had other Diegos in the past. Left winger, striker, right winger. Doesn't actually look particularly good, but it's free. He's coming for free. So let's just get him in for free. We can't turn down free players at this stage. Imagine if we now finish ahead of Betis in the table this season, having taken quite a big number of their players. Diego comes in at 22 years old and doesn't really look all that much. We didn't think he looked that great, to be fair. Mateus comes in and he looks a bit better, I must say. Can play left back in a more defensive left back role. Definitely not a wing back, but he's actually all right at centre back, I must say too. So could play there with his left foot, which would be decent. And Rafa Munoz comes in as well, could play CDM and centre back. Oh, great. Okay, we've got some cover. Kevin Patino now getting in on all of this as well. Another sense. All right, I may have gone a bit overboard on Betis. God, but you know what? They're here for free. Absolutely nothing for us. So he's now joined the club. 3-star current ability. I mean, none of them are really that. He's not even good enough for the division below us. I feel like I'm making a bit of. Well, I'm not making a mistake. They're coming in for free, Tom. For free. Worst case scenario, we move them to the B team. 2 more of them are now joining. Adolfo, fantastic stuff, a winger. And Juan Jose Pineda is coming in as well. Are these guys any good? Oh, I wasn't quite expecting all of them to He's terrible. He's 2.5 stars. I mean, but don't worry, lads. He's coming for free. He's here for absolutely nothing. Pineda looks all right though. Centre back/right back with 3.5 stars at right back. I tell you what. You know what? We've done a good job here, I think. It is starting to unsettle Romagnoli, though, which is understandable. Suddenly, you get half the Betis team arriving. You are going to start questioning your place in the team. But luckily, Shitagel can talk to Romagnoli about this one. So, can you have a chat with him, please? Tell him to leave it, and he has left it. So, all of a sudden, We've got quite a big team. I'll be honest, we don't need some of these players, particularly Adolfo. 2.5 stars. We don't need him. Can we terminate the loan? Can we? We might be able to. Can be recalled. Loan cannot be. He's here all season. He won't play a game for us. In fact, what I might do right now is squad, move to the B team. Just go there for the season, lad, please. The good news is though, we've got bodies in the door. Most of them look decent. So, and the ones that aren't can be backup players. Okay, I think we've done all right with this. I would actually like to sign some players permanently. We do need to do that as well to actually get some vested players into our squad, some assets in. We don't really want to rely on loan players, although I'm very happy to for now. The guy we've got in on trial, John, now he's 23. Will he reach La Liga potential? I don't know. I don't think so. Thing is, we've now also signed about 12 players from Betis in on loan as well. He's actually apparently the 6th best centre midfielder we've got now. Behind Kahinde, who plays centre-back. Behind Pascal, who plays centre-back. So, maybe actually the 4th. How much does he want, John? How much would you like per week? Let's have a chat. £6,000? No, you're not joining the club. Clear off, John. We don't want you. We still might be getting one more player in from Betis. It's a winger. We don't need the winger. We really don't. He can play centre mid, though. So there's a... It's free, isn't it? It's free. Let's not cancel it. It's free. Let's get him in. Good news is David Perez from Bayern. That was very quick. He's coming in on loan. And actually, we quite wanted him because he did look quite good. And he is quite good. 4-star, 5-star. You love to see it. David Perez, welcome to the squad. Winger on that right-hand side. Currently operating at La Liga level. Now that is something pretty impressive. He's a non-EU player though. I didn't realise that. Oh, he's Mexican. I didn't realise we had a non-EU player rule. That must be something to do with La Liga. I wasn't aware of that thing. So we've got 2 right now. Who's the other non-EU player? I guess is it Dusan Lalovic? Because he's from Serbia. I don't know if Serbia in-game has joined the EU yet. I think it has done because... Doesn't say anything bad about him there. Who's the other one then? Romania? Is it Romania? No, Mali, Dekene. No, they've got Spanish nationality. Who is it? Oh, it's Romagnoli, Argentina. That makes a lot of sense. This guy. So loads of players signing then very quickly. I'll be honest. I think a few of them we'll never see again, but they are here. And Francisco Javier Martinez. It's free. Let's get him in. It's free. Ooh. So bids are now getting serious for Meekin. Tottenham, 5.5 rising to £10 million, 40% of profit from next sale, and a friendly to be arranged. Inter, 9.25 million. I'll be honest, now that we don't need to let him go, I don't want to let him go. I want him to stay at the club. See, the thing is, I think they'll both come back in. The Chelsea one is too low. It's non-negotiable as well. It's too low. Inter's offer, though, if we said 14.75, lock that in. And then let's just put in some additional fees. Let's clause first of all, loan back length at the end of the season. And then let's lock it in. Let's also put in arrange a friendly. Lock it in. I don't care about a friendly, actually. Let's get rid of that. We don't need a friendly. We can't get many people in our stadium anyway, so we don't care about friendlies anyway. Percentage of next sale, 50%. So whatever they sell him on for in the future, we get money. None of that else. And then clauses. Add in... No, additional fees, sorry. After per league appearance... How about 100k per league appearance? Can we have 2 instalments of £2 million as well? That'll take us like 20 mil, won't it? Total offer be about 20 million. Lock those in. Suggest. Okay, they've withdrawn that. That's okay. We've maybe put them off a little bit there. We've maybe put them off. I didn't say at the start. That was what I was trying to do. I mean, I was trying to negotiate a bit. If they accepted that, I'd have taken it because that's a good deal. But It was more me trying to put them off as Francisco Martinez signs for us as well on loan. You'll play the centre mid probably, lad. God, I don't know what we're going to do with all these Betis players. I think they've literally all signed for us. All of them. I didn't expect that to happen. So I'll count them up. 7 players we've got on loan from Betis this season. 8, because one's gone to the B team, hasn't he? We might move Kevin Patino there as well, because I don't think we're going to use Kevin Patino. So, Kevin, off you go to the B team as well, please. Off you go. Have a nice time. As well, all of them. All 8 of them. 6 in the first team, 2 in the B team. We're not paying a single penny for. Beautiful. We've actually finally made this Betis link work out for us. I can't believe it. 8 players in on loan from Betis. It kind of feels cheaty, doesn't it, in a way? It's also not that entertaining for you lot, I don't really feel. It's quite funny, quite amusing, but all I've done is just get some Betis players in on loan. It certainly makes me feel better about this season. I still think we're going to come bottom. I imagine this pre-season preview is still putting us rock bottom. I've not checked it at all yet. Season preview, we're not rock bottom, interestingly. Leganes are. Oh. So this Betis thing might be working out for us. Looks like left wingers have now been scouted out as well. We need to get some guys in on the left. The first guy's not very good. You're not very good. You're not very good. I mean, these guys have potential. No one looks great currently, although Joe McLean, left winger at Man United, looks the best so far. In on loan for the season? Yes, please. Also, I've just realised my assistant manager is like scheduling loads of friendlies in between the friendlies that I've scheduled. I do Tuesday, Saturday. He's getting some Thursday fixtures in there as well. No, that's too many. Cancel the Thursdays, please. Inter straight back in there for Meakin. 11.25. No negotiation there. We're going to have to reject it, but they're coming back, aren't they? They're coming back, and there's not really much we can do unless offer a new contract, which he doesn't want to talk about. Of course he doesn't want to talk about it. He wanted to leave, didn't he? He had a chat with us at the start of the episode because he wanted to join Chelsea. So, either no one bids £15 million for Meakin or he's going. That's the dilemma right now we've got. PSG wants him on trial. No, lads, you can't have him on trial. You're not having him. He's not going anywhere. Very quickly, that Man United left winger has now also decided to join us, which is very good, actually. Welcome to the club, Man United winger, McLean. Is it Joe McLean? Joe McLean, welcome to the club. He might count as a non-EU player because he's Scottish, which obviously means he's not in the EU anymore because Brexit. You hate to see it. Does he count as a non-EU player? He doesn't, which is fine, but currently operating at the Liga level. He is 4-star, 5-star, crossing, dribblings. Okay, I'm happy. We've got some good wingers in. So let's just reassess what we've got right now. So let's just reassess what we've got. We have got Dekene in goal. Great. We've also got JD Meakin up front. I think they're the only 2 players we actually own who will play in the squad this season. Right wing, we can play Tapu, but David Perez is probably the best one to go for. And on the left-hand side, Joe McLean just signed for us, also a great player to go for. Deep line playmaker, actually, Sanchez. We signed him. He can play. He's the best deep line playmaker that we've got, so fantastic. So in terms of box-to-boxers, supposedly Kahinde. That could be a risk, you know, playing Kahinde there, but we have just signed like 1 million centre-backs from Betis. Are any of them actually any good? We should probably check this out. Pascal can play there, which is good. And then we've also got that Matteo... Where's he gone all of a sudden? Matteo, this guy, but he's more... He can play centre-back better than a ball-playing centre-back. He's also a left-back. Let's put him there anyway. Pascal's got a left foot on him too, so left foot there. He can play there. On the right-hand side, we could play Rafa Munoz, who's also coming on loan from Betis. I'm sure he'll do great. We've got Dio Garcia to play on the right, but also this Pineda guy now, who's apparently better than Dio Garcia. So Juan Pineda can come in to play there as a wing-back on defend with Dio Garcia as backup. And then in the left-back slot, left-back is where we could still do with a player. So, I mean, you can see all the lone players you've got there. It doesn't quite feel right, does it? but I'm not going to complain. I like it. So we'll let our scouts scout out those remaining left backs. So these three don't look particularly good. So we'll cancel those assignments right now. This guy's looking actually all right. Juan Francisco Jurate from Valencia. He could be decent to bring, but we'll let the other scouts scout these guys out as well. That would pretty much cover the whole team. You know, it might not be good enough to win a league, obviously, but it might be enough to help keep us up right now. Man United trying to get in on the JD Meakin show now. They're offering nearly £10 million. Again, if it's 15 is what it's got to be, lads. 15. I don't know where he's come from or how the scouts have just found him. I'm not going to try and pronounce his name. Jon, we'll call him that, from Iceland. 20 years old, 5-star potential. Right back. Scout reports have him as a Liga player in the future. Looks relatively cheap to sign. This is what we need to look for. Undervalued players with high potential. When did we scout him out? Not long ago. How much? The reports say 175 to... Let's make an offer of 150. Suggest they want 350 and then 75k on top of that. Percentage of profit from next sale 40%. We've made a bit of a mistake there with just suggesting and not getting these. Let's remove that. Remove that. We can't do anything about this percentage of next sale or profit from next sale. Let's bring this down to like 200k. Suggest 375 they want now, and 50. You can't keep changing that, lads. 230. They really want that 325, 250 and 40%. Okay. That's not gone well. I'm going to just offer 300 then, 40%. Make the offer. They'll come back to me about that in a few days' time. But it would be really good to actually get some players in of potential. And actually, whilst I was even looking at that list, there were more players there who looked decent. Chelsea, 9.5 for Meakin now. You're not going to have him. Back to that scout thing, though. There's more players from Iceland with 5-star potential. You know, we've got the money now. A centre-back who looks quite good. And an attacking midfielder who looks quite good. Let's just take the plunge. Why? We've got the money now. You know, I'm throwing it around willy-nilly, basically. We don't care. 200 to 400,000 pounds for this guy. Make an offer. Let's put it to 250. Suggest. They agree. He's got a minimum fee release clause of 180. I missed that. Oh, I can't change that now. I cancel. Cancel the offer. Quick, go back onto him. Transfer. Make an offer. 180. I can go back in there. 180. And they have to accept that. Okay. Yes, they have to accept 180. Why does it say that on 175? That's not as... I'm putting it to 180. I don't want to risk it. 180, make the offer. They've got to accept that. And then the other chap, the attacking midfielder, make an offer. He's not got a minimum fee release clause. They'll accept 180 to 375. So let's go for 250. Suggest they want a little bit more. Remove... 30%. I have to lock that in at 30. Let's go 275. Suggest they want more money. After 50 games, 55k, that's fine. Accept that. You love to see it. This is what Football Manager for me is really about. When you can start to actually sign players who are undervalued from remote places like Iceland who look quite decent. So the first guy's been accepted. He is the centre-back who looks quite good. 2.74k per week in wages as a regular starter. Wants a club to be a stepping stone. Can we remove that, please, and make you a regular starter now, next season important player? That seems all right to me. Suggest finalise, negotiate. He wants money, obviously. How about 3k instead? We can't get rid of that relegation release fee clause, but we can get rid of the yearly wage rise. We can get rid of the unused substitute fee. We can push up the minimum fee release clause to 10 mil. Lock it in. Suggest. He's happy with everything apart from the wage. 3.1k. He's happy with that. Okay. One contract done. The next contract is for the attacking midfielder. Start negotiations with him. Squad player, regular starter. That's fine. Negotiate that. He wants 4.6k per week. Again, we can afford this now, though. We can afford it. Let's get rid of that relegation release fee clause. Move his minimum fee release clause up to like 7.5 mil. Lock that in. He wants loads of money after certain number of games. Get rid of those. Get rid of the yearly wage rise. Get rid of the unused substitute fee. He's not going to be happy with this at all. 3.5k. Suggest he wants 5 grand now. How good did he look? Potential wise, I don't think we're going to get him. We might come back in for him. 4 grand. Let's say 4 grand. Get rid of that as well. He's going to reject this, isn't he? Yeah, we thought that might happen. Okay. And finally, the final player we offered in for from Iceland. That's the team. That's the country. Iceland is looking to accept the bid, which is great. He wants 5.5 to 8k per week, though. Regular starter, important player looks fine to me. 7.25 per week. Now that's a lot of money to commit to. He might be worth it though. Apparently he's loads better than Dio Garcia. But this scout report was done not that long ago. Yearly wage rise, get rid of that. We might have to leave minimum fee and relegation release fee clauses in there for him. Unused substitute fee we'll leave for now. The main thing is getting this down. This big wage thing down to like 4k. So his appearance fee is quite high as well. Clean sheet and appearance fee, swap those over. We're not going to get many clean sheets this season. So let's try and swap those over. Unused substitute fee can go up to 500. If he's as good as he looks, he'll play every game, so he'll be on the bench anyway. This avoiding relegation, we'll have to leave that in there. Push the agent fee up. That could help us out massively. Suggest, it's not helped us out massively at all. We need to get the wage down. 4.5. Let's keep pushing the agent fee up though. The agent might like that. The agent does like that. 5 grand. Is it? I've done it. I don't. Oh. Honestly, I think the getting players in for free has gone to my head, and suddenly I feel like I've got £1 million to spend on wages. I don't. That might not have been sensible. The board want to extend my contract though, so they think it's sensible, clearly. Agree, I'd love to extend my contract. But left back from Valencia. All the scout reports came through for left backs. This guy looks like the best, so let's make an offer to get him in on loan as well. You love we can't get him on loan. Oh, well that's not so good. I thought we could get him in on loan. Can we buy him? Transfer, make an offer. Transfer, can we buy him? I'd rather not buy him. Okay, left back could still be a bit of a priority for us. Board are offering me a new contract on £8,500 a week. Wow. I mean, my existing contract is what, £1,000 a week? 1.2k per week. We've hit the big time. They're offering me 9 grand a week. You know what? To save money at the club, I'm halving that. More than halving it. I don't want that much money. So I want a 5-year deal though on that. Now let's move it up to 4.5k on a 5-year deal. That looks good to me. Percentage of club competence. I'm not leaving the club anyway, so that's suggests a 5-year deal. 5 more years, lads. Yes, it makes it slightly easier for them to sack me if they're only paying me £4,000 as opposed to £9,000. But I'd rather save the club some money for when we inevitably go down at some point. So the first one of the permanent signings from Iceland is coming in. John is his name, or Jon is probably how it's pronounced with the J and the accent on the O. Jon Hannesson. We'll ignore the middle name for now. Jon is coming into the club. Accept this. And Tapu's upset because he wants a new contract. Andre, sort this one out for me, please, will you, my lad? Has he done it? Of course he's done it. It's Shitty Gel. Let's see what the coaches... I hope we spent the money wisely here. I've gone in a little bit blind, I will admit. It might not be the most sensible. A few of you might have been shouting at your screen saying, Tom, what are you doing? I think I made a good choice there. 5-star potential. He does look good. I mean, not so much in crossing and dribbling, but he's only 20. We can get him better. He's a fullback. Probably the best. We've got more than enough fullbacks now. Dio Garcia can play centre mid if he wants to now. He's happy to play centre mid. We might just let him go back though because we're paying money for him. So maybe Pineda and Hansen are the best ones to go for. But he looks great. This is what we need. We need to bring players in at La Liga level with potential who are young. I think we've done a great job there. The other one coming in now, Hansen was the one on a lot of money per week. 5 grand a week, so that seems worthwhile. The 3.1 grand per week guy might not be quite so good. but he did insist on having a minimum fee release clause in his contract, which does suggest that he must be good because he wants to leave that club at some point with that minimum fee release clause. And he does look alright. 3.5 stars of current ability, 5-star potential. I guess that means he can play, not quite at the Liga yet, but we need to get him starting, I think. We need to improve his passing a little bit as well. But he'd be quite good in that sort of middle of the back five. No-nonsense centre-back sort of thing. To just hoof things out if need to. So I will develop his passing, development training. I will get him training as a ball-playing defender for future reference on defend. Take control of that and additional focus on the passing. But again, I feel like we've made a good purchase there. Relatively cheap and looks alright. We are still lacking at left back though. Hansen can play not very well though, and he's not got. Oh, he has got a left foot. So worst comes to worst, we have a left back in Hansen, but we don't really need that. I tell you what, we've not solved the left back issue yet. But I think what I'm going to do is finish up today's episode here because I'm looking at the clock. It's 9 o'clock on Monday night. I need to edit this as well, render it out, and upload it, and then I've got to do that tonight because I can't do it tomorrow because I'm at work tomorrow, obviously, and then I finish at 5, and it's just I can't be able to do it then. So I'm going to finish up today's episode now to get it edited, blah 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 blah, for you guys to watch tomorrow. So apologies for it being cut a little bit short, but considering that we have had to register 25 players, not many more players can join. We only need a left back really, so only expect one left back to join the squad. Surprisingly, none of our players are predicted to be the top player in the league. I mean, I can't believe it. Kulusevski, Kai Havertz, where's JD Meakin in there? He should be. I'm going to finish up right now. We're going to come back next time, obviously, for Huesca and Real Sporting Gijón, so a team we've played before, actually. But we have to do the first 2 games of the La Liga season. And actually, they're 2 nice teams to play against, I must say. We've got a double header with Barcelona and Real Madrid as well this season. That's going to be exciting too. So plenty of good games to come. But I will see you next time for Huesca and Real Sporting Gijón. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed today's episode. Of course, if you have done, drop a like on the video for me and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. And I will see you next time. Have a good one. Goodbye.